There he is. It's a very sick golem. Are you alright? You look really terrible right now. One of your arms is like missing your forearm. Hey guys, it's Pat, and today we're going to do another mod showcase. And this one is the Crazy Ores mod. And I know it really doesn't sound like a mod I would review, because, you know, mining and stuff, normally not very exciting to review. But this one, I'm glad I took a look at it, because it has the most amazing golems ever. If you remember the Golem World mod, it's very similar, except it adds a ton more stuff, and the golems look awesome. Like, there's a bunch of different kinds of ore, as you can see, like, right in front of me. But with each one of these, you can make new golems, and the golems have like their own model, and they are so sick looking and even possible for my mob battle series. So let's get started. So guys, I figured we'd start with the epic stuff. The first one is Cone IAM, and the strongest one in the mod. And yeah, what you're going to need is a normal block, and the recipe is pretty much what you'd expect. You know, a bunch of gems. And they're all like this, so this is the only recipe I'm actually going to go over for the block. And the reason I wanted to show it is because you need it to make the golems. And it has its own like special head. It's not like a pumpkin. For this one, a bunch of gems and 2 redstone. And this dude looks so awesome. You're going to be surprised when you see him. But first, yeah, there's a set of tools right here. All better than diamond, as you can see. And a special sledgehammer. The sledgehammer can be used as a sword, a pickaxe, an axe, and a shovel. So it's extremely useful. And of course, there is a special bow too. And yeah, the recipes for these guys is pretty much what you'd expect in normal Minecraft. So right here, the recipe for the axe, you know, 3 of them like that with 2 sticks. And the recipes for everything is going to be exactly the same as normal Minecraft. Except, of course, the sledgehammer. This one, a stick and 6 gems. But there's also a special bow. This one requires zirconium rods. And to make these are the same way you'd make a stick. You know, 2 gems just like that. So all the same on every single kind of ore. And you need special arrows to actually shoot it. It's a really powerful bow, and it kind of makes sense. I don't like when mods actually, you know, let you use normal arrows on, like, super amazing bows. This one actually requires you to, you know, spend some resources to have a strong bow. So this one, a gem, a stick, and a feather is going to make you 4 of these. So pretty cool. And we're going to grab all these to test them out. And there is a set right here. It's pretty amazing. Has really high defense, and the recipe's all the same as normal Minecraft, as you can see right here. So guys, probably the main reason I wanted to review this mod was because the golems are just so awesome looking. You make them the same way you would an iron golem, and here we go. Now that is the scariest golem I've ever seen in my life. I mean, look at this dude. He is massive, has 240 health, and just look at me compared to him. That's just embarrassing. That is a very strong golem. If I spawn in like a witch or something, it's like embarrassing for the witch. Alright, here we go. Don't run away from me. Witch and owned. 26 damage, killed in 1 hit. That golem is super powerful and the strongest one in the mod. But yeah, this sledgehammer right here, I can use it as like any tool, and it's quite powerful too, as you can see right here. Don't worry, he can take it. He's got 240 health. And the bow is powerful too. Of course, it like requires special arrows, and that's probably why it does so much damage. So the next ore is Ammonium, and this is it right here, and here are the blocks. If you put the set of armor on, you actually can run around quicker. So we definitely will test that out. And all the recipes are exactly the same as the ore before it. So for example, the head right here, you know, all the different ingots and the redstone right there. So yeah, everything exactly the same. So I don't really need to go over it. So we can just grab it and test it out. So I'm going to grab the armor right here and definitely make this golem and even test out the bow too. So guys, this is the Ammonium golem. And once again, he's extremely powerful. 200 health, he definitely could like defend your base. And if I put down a witch, owned in 1 hit. There we go. That is so sick. And of course, I put on the full set of armor, and now I've got speed 2 on, which is pretty awesome. So very useful to have this one. And the bow strength, once again, is quite powerful. Let me switch myself back into creative here. And here we go. So yeah, that definitely does a lot of damage. The next ore is crystal ore, and it's right here. It's a white ore. And here are the blocks. So for this one, of course, you can make another golem. There's really a ton in the mod. And here's the armor set. It's nothing special. Doesn't have like special effects or anything. Another powerful bow. All the recipes pretty much the same. So I'm just going to grab these, build the golem, and we will test out the bow. But as you can see, the sword is a little bit stronger than diamond. Alright guys, get ready for the crystal golem. And bam, there he is. 190 health. Another very powerful one. I tried to go in like order from the strongest ones, so we could start with like the most epic stuff first. And Witch, dead again. It's pretty ridiculous. So if I were to hit him with the bow, let's see how much damage it does. That one, 26 damage right there. Another very strong bow. So the next ore is Tapazite. You can see the ore right here and the pretty cool blocks. So this one actually gives you blast protection, but sometimes you're going to be walking and all of a sudden you're going to have like slowness on you for a second, which is kind of funny. So yeah, you get something good out of it and something bad too. Probably bad if mobs are like chasing you or something. Okay, so for this one, we are going to make the golem again. And the sword right here, a little bit stronger than diamond. And we will put on this set and actually test it out. So here is the next golem. And you can actually tell it's a little bit smaller than the other ones. It has 180 health, but of course, still very powerful. Like owning stuff right there. And as you can see, I actually have slowness on me. So every once in a while, this is going to happen to you. Of course, you have blast protection, but sometimes you're going to be walking really slow when you have this on. But the weapon right here, let's hit the golem and see. About 21 damage right there, so pretty powerful. So the next ore is Zectium, and it's this green ore right here. You know, Minecraft definitely needed a green ore. And all these blocks are really cool too, because you can actually use them as like decoration blocks. But of course, there is another golem. The set does not have anything special about it, but we will test out the bow again. And the weapon is slightly stronger than diamond. Alright guys, here is the next golem. And you're going to notice they are going to get smaller with each one. So this one, 166 health, but of course, still very powerful, much stronger than a normal iron golem. And the first one to actually not be able to kill the witch in one hit. But it died from the fall damage anyway. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm going to test out the bow on him. It's probably going to be a little bit weaker. 22 damage right there. So yeah, this stuff is extremely powerful, and the golems are like amazing compared to iron golems. The next ore is actually kind of funny. This one is Fool's Ruby. So it's not like real ruby. You can see the blocks are like all cracked like this, but you can't tell the difference between Fool's Ruby ore and regular ruby ore. So with this, you can only make a golem. There's no armor or anything, which is probably good because this is really funny. You're going to see in a second. It's made the same way, but the golem is hilarious. There he is. It's a very sick golem. Are you all right? You look really terrible right now. One of your arms is like missing your forearm. As you can probably imagine, he's not that strong. 2 damage right there. Look at the little golem fighting. I feel so bad for him. He's trying his best, but he just can't win. He's barely taller than the witch, and the witch actually killed him that time. Oh man, that is hilarious. But yeah, this ore is not very useful, but kind of funny. So this one is the real ruby ore, and the blocks look a lot better than that one. So for this, there is a set. There's no like special properties to it or anything. We will test out the bow. And the weapon is as strong as diamond. So I'm going to grab these, and we are going to make ourselves another golem, which will get revenge on this evil witch right here. Because it killed the really weak golem. I feel bad for it. Alright, here we go. It's got 140 health. Still pretty big. One thing I notice is sometimes they walk a little bit slow, like chasing after mobs. 19 damage. And one more hit, it is dead. They actually have really long arms, too. But yeah, this one is the bow right here. And the bow does about 15 damage. So the stuff's getting a little bit weaker. And all this ore you're going to find in your regular Minecraft world. And some of them, which I'll show you guys soon, you'll find in the nether, and even some in the end. The next ore is Adamite ore. And with this set on, you can actually breathe underwater. So we're going to grab that. And we'll make ourselves another golem. For some reason, I'm missing the sword here. Let me just add that in. Adamite sword. This one is as strong as iron. Just want to throw that out there. And what we're going to do is test all this stuff out once again. For some reason on this one, I'm not getting any breathing effect underwater. I don't know if it's like a bug or something, but yeah, I've got the full set on and I can't breathe underwater. It's probably bad. Let's actually make sure. I'm going to let my breath go all the way down and see if it starts to kill me. It's probably going to. So yeah, this could possibly be a bug here. We're going to find out right now. Yeah, definitely some type of problem with this armor because it's supposed to make you breathe underwater. And this is what we're going to do. Put on the head right here. And now I've got water breathing. Why would they do that to me? That's actually pretty funny. I got water breathing all of a sudden after I almost drowned. So here's the golem, guys. He has 130 health, and he's still pretty powerful. I mean, these dudes own mobs, like, so badly. It's pretty ridiculous. Try that again. There he goes. So yeah, he's a little bit bigger than the iron golem, but not quite as big as some of the ones from before. So here's the bow. If I hit with this, does about 12 damage right there, which is still pretty powerful. Alright guys, the next one is Demonite ore, and you can find this in the nether. And the blocks are actually really cool looking. For this one, you can make a special furnace. There's no like armor at all. So the recipe for the Demonite furnace is refine Demonite blocks, and to make these, you actually just need to take the normal Demonite blocks and put them around like that. So for this right here, the Zirconium shard, you're going to need a crystal shard, which is from the crystal ore, and the gems from the Zirconium. So it is pretty expensive to make, but extremely useful. So what it can do is smelt two things at the same time. So let's say you have a lot of chicken. You throw some chicken in each side, and it will smelt both of them. So basically, you can smelt stuff twice as quickly. I kind of like the idea of this. It's a nice thing to be able to make. A special furnace. And there we go. It actually gives you 3. It gave me 3. I did not know that. So you can put 2 things in like that, and it's actually going to give you like a bonus one too. So yeah, that's pretty awesome, I have to say. This is a cool furnace. So we're on to the Sapphire ore. This is the ore right here, and here are the blocks. So for this one, you can make a golem once again. So we'll grab this. There's no like special effects of the armor. I'll grab the bow to test out the strength, and the sword is as strong as iron. Alright guys, we're about to make this golem, and he's going to be epic. He has 120 health, probably about the same size as a normal iron golem. So yeah, they're getting very tiny. He's like a very dark color, isn't he? A very dark blue. Alright, kill that witch. And yeah, they are just so strong. It's pretty amazing, actually. They are destroying all the witches I'm spawning. What I need is some stronger mobs for them to fight, because it's just embarrassing. But yeah, this weapon right here, I'm going to hit him with it. And about 12 damage, so not too powerful. The next one is copper ore. And with this one, you can actually make like a special bucket. The bucket is no different than the iron bucket. You can just, you know, get like water and lava with it. But another like choice, I guess. If you find a lot of copper ore, you may end up using that instead. And the recipe, the same as an iron bucket, except with copper ingots. So yeah, this one, no special effects either. And the copper sword is not that powerful. It is only as strong as a stone sword. We will grab this bow right here, and we are going to make the other golem. So this one, you know, they're starting to get a little bit weaker, as you guys can tell. Pretty small golems. And here we go. He has 106 health, only a tiny bit more than the iron golem. So he's still strong, though. I mean, he could own mobs like that. And the bow, probably not too powerful. But here we go. And yeah, about 10 damage with it. But still very cool. The Meteorite ore is probably one of the cooler ones. This one actually gives you fire resistance with the armor set on. And any of the tools or weapons just light enemies on fire. And right here is a special block. The glowing Meteorite block. It's basically glowstone, but it looks a lot cooler. The recipe is a bunch of Meteorite gems and glowstone dust in the middle. So just to show you guys, I actually put this hole right here. Give you guys an example. And I put some right here. It's nice and bright here. If I break it, it is now very dark. So it does work very good as a light source. So for this one, there is no golem, but we can definitely test these out on a witch. So pretty much anything is going to light enemies on fire. Even if I hit it with the hoe, it is going to light it on fire. So any of the tools, it doesn't really matter. They're going to light your enemies up, and they are going to burn. All right, now with the bow. And here we go. And with this on, I do have fire resistance, so I will be able to, you know, like walk through lava and stuff with the set on, which is definitely very cool. So the next one is actually really unique. It is Experion ore. So if you mine this, you are going to get experience orbs. And if you use this, you can actually make bottles of enchanting. So very cool. A nice way to get some extra experience while you're mining. Another ore you're going to find in the nether is Invisium ore. And what it does is it turns enemies invisible. I don't know why you'd want to do that to an enemy. It's probably a bad idea. But I'm going to grab some of this stuff. And if you have the set on, it doesn't actually turn you invisible, but they plan on adding that in. So what I'm going to do is spawn in a witch here. If I hit it with this sword, it's invisible now. It's kind of like you're giving them an advantage. You know, maybe monsters are just so easy for you that you want to give them an edge. The way to do that, turn them invisible. So the final set is the Ender set. And with this one on, you will take no fall damage. And of course, you find it in the end. I kind of like these blocks too. They're definitely very cool looking. Alright, so for this one, there is no golem again. And here's a set, and the weapon is pretty powerful, much stronger than diamond. So I'm going to grab this bow right here, and we will test that out. Alright guys, I think I came up with the best way to test out this armor. So what I'm going to do is switch it into survival. And right now I do have the full set on. And I am going to drop out of the sky. All right, here we go. Game mode 0. Please work. This is a nice view, but I might die. And we're fine. Cool. Cool. We survived that. So yeah, that is very useful. And the weapon itself, I'm pretty sure is really powerful. All right, here we go. Owned. All right, I need something like stronger to test it on. So guys, I figured we'd test it out on the Iron Golem. We haven't seen him today. He's got 100 health and looks really tiny compared to all the other golems, doesn't he? All right, here we go. About 25 damage right there. So this bow is quite powerful, as you can see. And yeah, there is 3 more ores, but they haven't done anything with them yet. There's no like set or anything. This is my favorite. It like changes colors and it glows. So I'm sure they're going to come up with some epic stuff for these. But anyways, that's about all there is to show with this mod. There's a ton of ores, armor sets, weapons, and some amazing golems that are extremely powerful. If you guys want to check it out, the download, of course, is in the description. And if you enjoyed the review, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed. It really does help me out. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.